Roger Sanderson.
Yes, people, we're live. What a conversation we've been having privately backstage. Very random, but one I actually think would make a good podcast away from football. But big up to everyone that's here. Make sure you do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe. Make sure you're following the sponsors for today. We've got OK Jerseys. There's the logo. You see it. The code is 12man. You can get 8% off anybody on the back of the shirt that you want. If you want to go retro, or if you want the kits for this season, you can get them as well. Big up to Hooks. We got Joe, we got Jamie, we got Cal that's going to join very soon. We got Sava back in the house. We got George back in the house, and we've of course got Wolfie. There's a lot to talk about.
No one's real names. No one's real names.
No one's real names.
I don't know you guys.
Saying how many of us actually do we know that are our real names? There's so many nicknames in this game. That's what we've been talking about. But look, we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about Sean Dyche being at Wolfie's club. I know what that means. That means they're in a relegation battle when you appoint him. We're going to talk a little bit about Leeds and the relegation fight. We're going to talk a little bit about Arne Slot bouncing back last night and Canny in the Premier League. We're going to talk about Thomas Frank apparently wanting to be out by some Tottenham fans already. Seen enough of fossil football is all I keep being told. And we're going to talk about Arsenal being amazing at the moment. There's a lot to talk about. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, people. We are going to start. There's only really one place to start, and that's with Wolfie. We should start Arsenal.
Come on, man. Really?
Quite a lot about Arsenal and Liverpool.
We need to start with Wolfie because I've not even had a chance to press him.
Exactly. This is the problem.
We streamed yesterday, Joe. What are you talking about?
And we talk about Arsenal, and we talk about Liverpool, and we talk about all the top six. We don't talk about you.
Exactly.
I don't want to talk about my club.
I do. Because
you know what's hilarious? We always well, this is what happens, Joe, right? When we get Wolfie on, we start talking about Arsenal, start talking about Liverpool, and then we get like an hour and 20 in, and it's like, right, well, we've only got 5-10 minutes. Wolfie, what do you think quickly? It's
I like that today. I like that. Why ruin a good setup?
We're talking about Dyche. We're talking about the fact that your owner has completely dropped the ball, and you're going to have to hold it L. Sean Dyche, Sean Dyche. And what's even funnier is Wolfie's just written off the season. We're 8 games in. It's just a social for me now. I don't care what happens with Forest. Rah, rah, rah. No. That you don't get to
what
do
happened
that,
to
Wolfie.
this one?
You don't get
this one, Wolfie. Where's the t-shirt?
Yeah.
Can you show us the t-shirts?
You want to see my tits?
No, I want to see the t-shirts. I want to see the 2 t-shirts.
I don't even know if George is your name, man. I'm not ready to show you my tits yet, man.
Can we get the Sean Dyche stunner? Can we get the Sean Dyche stunner? That's what we need, yeah?
Are you trying to make me throw up on air? Seriously.
You know, I didn't even know that Sean Dyche is one of your own. He came through your gaff.
Shut up. He is not one of our own. No,
he is one of your own.
Come on, Wolfie, sing the song. He's one
Dyche came through your gaff.
He's one of our own. Sean Dyche.
Oh, Wolfie. Absolutely.
He was even talking about the Clough for years and that, like he was part of the dynasty.
I thought we were mates, Joe, if your name is even Joe. Like, I thought we were mates.
No, mate, listen. We are 8 games in. 8 games in, right? That's mental. And you are on your 3rd manager in 8 games. Right?
Mad.
By this rate, by the end of the season, you'll be looking at 6 or 7. It's mad.
I hope so.
Nottingham Forest, right, have gone from touching almost Champions League to then finessing Crystal Palace out of the Europa League, right? Somehow, yeah? Getting in there, and you've gone from this what should be an amazing season for your fans 30 years out of Europe to now employing the firefighter manager that is Sean fucking Dyche. It is mental. And the worst thing is, and I'm still going to predict it now, he's going to get sacked because he's got no European pedigree. You will absolutely bomb in Europe, and Mr. Marinakis will sack him for that. And then you'll be on to your 4th manager. And listen, the last time we had 4 managers, we were relegated. This is what happened. You are 8 games in and you're into your 3rd manager and still you lick the boots of Mr. Marinakis. The guy, okay, fair enough. He's got you back to the Premier League. He's done bits, but he's going to be also the downfall of your football club because he's off the chain. He's mental. The fact that he left 20 minutes before the end, I actually think Forest played well in that game. The mad thing is they actually played well until the second half and Chelsea made changes. But you're now going, I mean, you've gone from counter-attacking to open expansive to now just low block FC. What you got? I mean, don't get me wrong, you're going to get clean sheets, right? You're going to get clean sheets, but is there enough going forward under Dyche to see you climb up the table? Are you now officially in a relegation battle? And you're in Europe. Do you know the last club to actually do this?
Breathe, Joe, breathe.
No, I think the last club to actually do this sort of tackle was Burnley. I swear,
I was going to say that. John Dyche actually does have European experience at Burnley. Just didn't last.
No, he doesn't.
Long, you know?
No, he doesn't.
Just 3 games.
He lost in the qualifier. He lost in the qualifier. Guess to who? Yeah, guess to who? Olympiacos. Marinakis' team.
We always win, right? Yeah.
Oh, he won that one. He won that one.
These dreams, you've actually screwed yourself that much that even though you wanted Silva, and it looks like Silva would have willingly come, you've spent that much money sacking Ange, sacking Nuno. You can't even afford to bring him in because of your FFP.
Are you trying to make me cry on stream? Is this your objective today?
Yes.
I will.
It's madness.
I will.
And I'm just sat here thinking, get in, man. You're in the relegation battle. Come down.
We're not in a relegation battle.
Wolfie, how are you?
We're not in a relegation battle.
I'm good. How are you, artist formerly known as Cal?
Wolfie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, artist formerly known as Cal?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you really though? Because
I'm not sure who I'm talking to, but carry on.
Fenway Sanderson group. You know who you're talking to.
I don't know.
It's just me. How are you, bro?
I was alright till Joe started talking.
Joe was saying a lot of factual information.
He was quite nasty. I don't know.
Joe's been waiting for this all season.
I feel like Joe's been like
he's bottled it in. He's just got
he's been
why
the whole keep your friends close and your enemies closer and all that. I'm starting to see a new side of Joe.
You know why this is happening to you, don't you, Wolfie? You know why, don't you?
Why?
Because every single person on this panel has felt the wrath of you when something's gone slightly wrong at their team. So now it's happening to you.
Slightly wrong?
Yeah, I mean, much hasn't gone. Yeah, I mean, Sava and George celebrated the Europa League. Me and Jamie celebrated the league. Joe celebrated promotion. Hooks and Dan
celebrate. Hooks and Dan are just.
Let me
celebrate life. They celebrate life every day.
No, I'll put some respect in their name. They're comfortably the second best team in England.
Oh, they celebrated second again. I hear it. Okay.
That comment right there, Wolfie. That's why you get it. That's why.
Okay. Is it a lie what I just said?
No, but this is what I'm saying, Wolfie. Everyone here on this panel has endured some form of success over the last couple of years. You've had a little inkling of success by getting into Europe. And you were the loudest, most brash person in the room. And you went at every person's club here. You know what they say, innit? Karma.
Bro, you're the man who sat on here topless with a silk robe.
I wasn't topless. Let's not do that.
Robe. Yeah.
You were. You had a silk robe on. I could see your chest. There was no hair on it.
It was
cashmere. There was no hair on it. You're going to talk to me about being shameless, man. You were sitting here doing this every 5 minutes.
Cashmere, bro. It's not silk. It's cashmere.
Cashmere, sorry, man. Sorry. Yeah. You might as well downgrade to cotton now after the way your club's been performing. So
we just won our last game. You're only as good as your last result.
Are you gonna do that? You gonna do that?
We're only as good as your last result. We won 5-1.
What was your last Premier League result?
We didn't play in the Premier League yesterday. We played in the Champions League.
That's not what the question was.
No, but that's my answer.
So you're avoiding.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Listen, no. Did Wolfie forget how our cooking works? He forgot how our cooking works. You're not allowed to speak, Wolfie.
This isn't even cooking, George.
This is keep your mouth quiet. And
he said he wanted to talk to me, man.
You gotta just take it, bro. You shouldn't be allowed to respond.
You know what I love, George?
Listen,
you know what I love, George? Just quickly, right? Sean Dyche has apparently said, we want to play effectively. There's no point me telling you that we're going to play like Spain. Basically, we all know what's coming.
Yeah, Wolfie, good
we
luck,
want
bro.
to play effectively.
Did you see
You
what
boys do realise Sean Dyche is about to lead Forest out tonight against Porto. Sean Dyche.
You should turn off the data, Wolfie.
did you see what he said as well about set pieces?
He says skinny jeans, baggy jeans.
Skinny jeans, flair, skinny jeans, flair. He's
Bro,
funny.
did you hear how he was insinuating he's 3 years ahead of the game and how he knew set pieces and long balls were the way forward?
Yeah, man.
Wolfie, it's like I told you.
I'm not even joking.
What was that sniff about he did at the end of the press conference as well when he was doing things?
No, do you know what? Do you know on his next press conference, I'm going to count how many times he does this and how many times he does this. The man's sweat glands are on like next level, man. Like seriously, give him a towel. Just give him a towel, man. He's just constantly.
No, he's a proper lad, man. He's a proper lad.
You're going to be doing the exact same thing, Wolfie, on your next watch. You're sitting there stressed. We've seen
I'm not going to be stressed. I'm not going to be stressed. I'm going to be bored. I'm going to be bored.
Ginger people sweat in winter. Do you know what I mean? It's just natural.
Do you sweat, Joe? Joe, do you sweat a lot, Joe?
And obviously, we saw, Wolfie, how you sort of... As Ange came in,
you know what, Joe? If you got rid of the ink, man, you and Daishi, you know what I'm saying, man? Just go with the goatee, not the full bit.
Are you going to embrace the bold? You know, embrace the bold like Sean? Because
he's going to send me bold. He's going to send me bold.
If you're going to merge into with Sean as well.
Would you rather have kept Ange, Wolfie? Would you rather have kept Ange?
I would have rather have kept Ange.
Like, what if Dyche's the guy though? What if he actually works?
You know what? I'll apologize to Savin, man. That's what I'll do, because if Dyche wins the Europa League, I still want him sacked in the summer. I'm not doing 2 years of Dyche, man. So, I'm with Sav. I finally get Sav's logic, finally, man. Like, no, when you don't like a guy, you don't want him, man. It's end of relationship, man. He can win me the league and I still want him out.
Wolfie.
No, I never apologize to Sav. Like, could you imagine the size of Sav's ego if I apologize?
Let me put up a slightly positive thing for you, Wolfie. You can take or leave it playing devil's
I don't like you, Dan. You're gonna do something that I don't like now.
No. Let me try and do this. What if Sean Dyche brings an element of football which is hard to beat, puts you towards the table, up towards where Nuno put you, and you're respectable in a position which is close to European football? Is that something that you would say fair play for, or is this just Sean Dyche can do whatever he wants? I want him gone.
To be honest, I think I could put George in charge and he could do that with the squad I've got. So, wow, well done, Sean Dyche. You took a good squad that aren't going to be in a relegation battle and chucked to mid-table.
I mean, Ange couldn't do it.
But Ange can't do a lot of
things. Wolfie.
Huh?
You become so entitled, bro.
You've just noticed, Cal.
I can't believe the word.
The guy's seen three. No, that's
out of your mouth.
No, Wolfie, you've seen 3 years of your club in the Premier League in like your lifetime. Probably like 4 or 5 years.
That's factually incorrect. I've seen 7.
Oh wow, 7 years in the top flight. That's an achievement for you.
Yeah, achieved more than you did.
Is it true he sacked Ange right at full time? And because some of the players came out after the game and said they didn't know until they went back.
They were warming down on the pitch and it already sent them to the car park, man. Like my owner is the man. He just apart from that. Actually, do you know who I blame in all of this? I blame Dan.
What?
Because Edu, I'm starting to doubt Edu, man. And to be honest, you did warn me about Edu.
I come on your channel and told you don't get.
You did, yeah. So I can't. Okay, I'll blame Hooks then. Hooks was glazing Edu. You know, you were glazing Edu, bro. You were glazing.
Someone was. Yeah.
One of you two was, and one of you two's got to hold the blame.
Remember,
Edu's the one who hired Dyche. I thought Edu had this black book, right? All he did was go on Google Maps and pin the positions of all managers. He's like, oh shit, Dyche is like 300 yards up the road. We're going to save on carbon footprint here. Let's bring him in.
He has got a black book, but it's got no names in it.
No, do you know what's funny about it?
You know, like Del Boy knows who Fools and Horses when he held his fire facts everywhere.
Showing your age.
The funniest thing here is that, Wolfie, you think you could have got a better manager. Who the heck do you think you were getting? I saw you talking about Mancini. He wouldn't wipe his shoes with a Nottingham Forest shirt, let alone fucking manage your club.
You do know Mancini said he would. This is where you look dumb, George, because Mancini said he would come.
Who would go to your club?
Mancini said he would come to the club.
He didn't go.
Okay, you do understand, like you have to offer someone to come, don't you?
Oh, so your club offers Sean Dyche. over
It's like
Mancini.
you, George. You want to come
Your
on my
club
channel,
offered
but
Sean-
as
no,
long
no,
as I
your
don't
club
invite you
offered
onto
Sean
my
Dyche
channel,
over
you can't
Mancini.
come. Yeah, but you get
Did
that?
your club offer Sean Dyche over Mancini?
Yeah, Eddie did.
Okay.
Eddie did.
So Mancini
Wait,
didn't turn down the job.
seriously?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, whoa.
Say that
No,
again.
it gets
That makes
worse.
you
It
sleep at
gets
night.
worse. It
That
gets
makes you
worse.
sleep at night.
Silver. The tight ass Eddie didn't want to pay 14 million to get Silver through the door.
No, that makes sense.
You can't
That makes-
afford. You can't
that
afford
makes
that.
sense.
What are you talking about, Carver? I can afford Silver, let alone my club, man.
14
Seriously.
No, you
million,
can't,
14
bro.
million.
Because
No,
of
man.
FFP and stuff. How much
Yeah.
How much you can't?
All right,
Joe,
so
do you know what's
FFP,
hilarious?
you
know
think
what's even
FFP is
funnier,
a thing?
Joe? Do you know what's even funnier, Joe? They actually contemplated getting Steve Cooper back, from what I hear.
Yeah,
That's the funniest
that
thing.
stage, that one took me over the edge.
What
that
did
one.
they put in their tweet after a thorough, really, deep dive into who would be the best man for the job? We settled on Sean Dyche. Yeah,
No, do you want to know what's worse, Joe? Do you know what I'm saying? Go on social media and see what the Forest fans think of Dyche. It's the second coming. Seriously, I don't.
Yeah, because he's one of your own.
No. You ask me how many games he played for. Oh wait, ask me how many games he played for Forest.
Are they
Go
going to
on.
sing it at the ground? He's one of our own.
Wait, no, seriously.
many-
Ask me how many games he played for Forest.
How
How
many?
many?
How many?
Zero.
How many?
Zero.
Zero.
I heard he was quite pivotal to one.
Bro,
at least
they
one
are
of them
the
stars.
PR spin they've done with Dyche right now is on some next level, man. Like they've put more posts on Dyche in 24 hours than they did on Postecoglou in 39 days. It's ridiculous the PR spin they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, but Dyche will probably get more points in 24 hours than Ange did in 39 days.
I don't know, Sav. I don't think it's
I
that.
don't think
Well, Wolfie, you
honestly,
should
I don't think it's a bad appointment. I genuinely don't. I get it from you guys thinking your club is bigger than you are point of view, but I think Dyche is a good solid option. I do.
For what though? For what though, Sava? For what club
He's
doing
the
where,
best
going
option
where?
for them.
Survive for survival.
Exactly.
But Joe, this goes back to that whole thing that when everyone was going mad last year that we're back in Europe, look at Forest, we're just going from strength to strength. We all sat here on the show last year saying, well, let's see if that carries on to year 2 before everyone gets carried away. And now Forest are back to where they normally are. No offense, they shouldn't be as low as they are. They've got a much better squad than that. I think this guy will do well. I think he'll do well.
Reality.
Yeah, but it's not about doing well.
Back to reality, Wolfie,
Yeah,
man.
but
You know your
define
level.
well. Define well.
Well, getting you mid-table.
That's not well. That's
Yes, it
average.
is.
But
It's very
but
good.
it is well, but it is well for most football clubs, Wolfie. This is the point. Just because you finished in European places once doesn't mean that that's your norm. If for it to be your norm, you need to do that year in. Sure, but you need to do that year in, year out. Yeah, there's loads of football clubs that have got Europe and then they don't for years and years and years. Yeah, you've got. For me, I don't think it's a bad appointment. I know it's not a glamorous name, it's not sexy, but your club at the moment needs a bit of stability because you're
so ugly as well, man. I mean, seriously, it's like,
this is Wolfie's biggest concerns. Like you're looking at a man and concerned with his looks rather than how good of a manager he is.
I'm just adding more things into the pot, man. Like seriously, and his voice. You know what? Every time he talks, I think to myself, how are you able to talk like that when Kane from WWE needed that fucking device in his neck to get that sound, man? How is he doing it without the device thing that Kane puts in there? It's amazing. Just clear your throat, bro. Seriously. It's so
There's genuine hatred here, man. So let me ask you this, Wolfie. Where are you finishing roughly now then? You got Dyche. You're not coming sick, finishing above Spurs and getting a Europa League win, right?
Oh no, we'll be more six. Oh my god, imagine Dyche wins the Europa League. We'll have to put a statue up of Dyche. Fuck me.
It makes sense though. He's one of your own.
Stop saying he's one of our own. He's not. Stone and Wona, he ain't.
Come on, what are your predictions now? I'm really interested now. Come on.
I don't know. I'm downgrading my prediction from 6th to like 7th or something.
Is he getting Ian Wone as his second in command?
Stoney and Woney, both of them.
Yeah, there you go. Get him in.
Yeah. And he's brought another
Get 'em both
keeper
on the
in.
pitch,
He's
mate.
brought another one of our own keeper in who came on loan from Sheffield United or something and played one game. This whole one of our own.
Put Ian Wone on, man. Ian Wone.
I love Ian Wone. I can't lie. Ian Wone. Those free
Ian Wone
kicks
at
against
left back,
Spurs. Those free kicks.
He'd be better than Ryan Yates, bruv. He'd be better than Ryan Yates.
Do you know what?
That's
At least he can take a damn free kick. And this
Listen,
is
you
the
should
other
have
thing.
respect for Ryan Yates, because while your owner and while your new sugar daddy, bloody sports director, fucking Edu, were running off and wouldn't face the cameras, they sent poor Ryan Yates out there, who didn't even play in that game, to have to go face the music. He had to go face the music.
Wow, the club captain spoke in front of a camera. That's
It's
crazy,
not about that,
man.
That's
That's crazy.
He weren't even part of the game.
Yates seemed quite happy that he got the sack as well, to be fair.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. I just.
What do we think as a panel? What are we saying for Forest now, position wise? Because I had them floating around the mid-table anyway on the Nuno. So what are we saying now? Are we saying
11th or 12th?
They might stay up.
The thing is, Dan, let's be real. Did anyone here have them in the top half anyway? I don't think so.
Originally, I did.
Rick, you had them in the top half during Nuno, innit? Not during that. Once Ange came in. So nobody thought you would finish there anyway. Wolfie, you're going to finish where most of us predicted you, and that's about 14th, 15th, back at your level. And after that, like we said, next season, we'll consider doing shows with you. We'll consider.
All right, cool. I mean, I hear you would like 14th after you finished 17th last season, so you're looking up still.
You have a good personality, so we will consider it. But for your team, I don't know if we want to hear or know about.
This is not a dating show. You have a good personality.
I know, man. Like I'm married, George. I'm married. If your name is George, I am married.
That's crazy, man.
The good news for Forest is they've called it early. You have called it early. You're not midway through the season and in deep trouble. Then no one's pulled away. So I think that you've done the right thing.
It's 3 games.
And I mean, Sava, I did say to you.
Managers.
Yeah, but I did.
Yeah,
you will acknowledge I said that.
Joe, but Joe, the thing is, you look at it, 2 wins, they're mid-table. So it's like it's so early on. It's not like they brought him in after 25 games of the season. And
what if it doesn't go well? What if it doesn't go well?
Sack him.
Yeah, but that's 50-50. That's football, isn't it? Like,
And
but I
for
think
number 4.
he'll do a good job. I do. I think he'll do a good job, and they'll be better defending set pieces.
Yeah,
I was going to say defensively.
You say that,
now,
right?
like,
Can I just share with you guys some Daesh stats, just so you're aware of what
My
you're
biggest problem has
backing?
been their goalkeeper. Matt Sells is awful.
He's not. Matt Sells was self-sabotaging to get rid of Ange because he didn't like Ange.
Awful.
Allegedly. Just these are the Daesh stats. Everton last season, he played 17 games. He won 2.
Oh,
2 games.
brilliant.
2 games. He lost 8, drew 7. Yeah. He scored on average 0.85 goals per game.
He had 12 goals by the time he got sacked.
Huh?
You only had like 12 goals in like 17 games or something mad like that.
Exactly, but this is the guy who's going to lead me to my European trophy, and he conceded 1.3 goal per game. So, like, what is Edu seen in these stats? I don't know. But you know what? He'll go and beat Porto tonight. Everyone will be like, "Oh, one of our own."
Did you get
Dyche? Seriously,
Did you get Dyche? Did you get Dyche because it was cheap?
Yes,
Of course, man.
of course.
Didn't you just give Ange 7 million for sacking him?
Yeah.
So Ange is the real winner.
You gotta respect Ange, man. Ange is the real winner, and he's the real Forest in 3 months. Yeah, you gotta respect it.
Ange went to work for like 39 days. He got 7 million.
Was it 8 or 9?
Well, Jamie,
He's got something like that, maybe an 8 mil.
He's got 7 from Forest.
He's
just made 15 million.
You gotta respect it. I really wish he was my dad, man. I'd be cashing in right now.
It's
Man.
like me being rich and calling you and be like, Jay, do this job. I know you can't do it, but I'm gonna have to sack you to keep it like overboard.
Yeah.
I'm pay you out nice. You need a bit of cash.
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Isn't football management the best job in the world?
Yes.
You get sacked for doing badly and get paid an absolute.
The worse you are, the richer you become. the worse you are, the richer.
Yeah.
Why do you think Harry Potter didn't take a job for like a year and a half after he got sacked from Chelsea because he was still on their payroll? Like whoever gave him is like, no. But you know what?
Man, he was waiting for the Sweden job to come up. He's played the long game, mate. He's played the long game.
You know what's interesting? Someone was telling me it's a bit like being on the dole. The club. No, I'm not even joking. This is someone within football. They said that they still have to show that they're actively seeking a job. You know, like I'm not even joking, because otherwise they're just sitting back. Because clubs don't pay you the 7 million in total now, do they? They carry on as if it's a salary.
Here was my job application to Real Madrid. I
applied for Chesterfield this week, and they rejected me. You know, I applied for Real Madrid, and surprisingly, they didn't answer the phone. So it's literally like being on the dole.
Man, what are you saying? The managers turn up at the JC. Crazy.
Yeah.
No, man, you got pasta next to pasta. Oh, right. G'day, mate. You're in this week now, are you?
Getting there 70 quid a week or whatever it is. Just
it is a madness. It is a madness. Look, before we move to Spurs, because I do want to talk about Frank and the results.
Yes.
Joe, just quickly, I don't know how you lost to Burnley, bro. I can't lie. I was watching and I was thinking, how the hell did that happen?
Even Ange didn't lose to Burnley, bro.
Wolfie, I don't know. You're 18th in the table. Please be quiet. Please be quiet.
Burnley, bro. Burnley. Oh, they scored that worldie, didn't he? He scored that worldie against you, man.
It was a worldie. That's one of the goals of the season already, man. I can't even lie.
We were shit.
But,
we were shit.
Are you worried? Are you worried, Joe? Are you worried?
No, man, I'm not. Obviously, this is where we're supposed to be, man. This is the facts. This is what our season's going to look like. Tomorrow we play West Ham at Ellen Road. We'll beat them and we'll be all right and we can breathe for a few more weeks. So we're all good. Yeah,
I think West Ham and Wolves are the two, man. West Ham and Wolves are the two.
Yeah, West Ham Wolves.
West Ham was so bad. I watched them on Monday and they were absolutely terrible. So if we can't beat them, then we're in serious trouble. But the facts are, we have got the worst conversion rate in the league. Big chances, conversion rate, worst in the league. So our problem is the attack. We need England's number 9,
Hooks to sleep,
Calvert-Lewin, to start scoring goals. Wolfie, don't start flexing now, mate. Yeah,
I'm not, man. He was yawning. You're putting him to sleep. That's all I'm laughing at.
About my club. Yeah, is that what you're saying?
He was yawning. He was yawning.
Yeah. So why did you need to bring it up? He's tired. He's tired of your shit. The league is tired of your shit. And to be honest,
I see what you've got today, man.
Your time is done. And I am rejoicing. So I can dunk on all the Forest fans.
2 weeks. Habibi, 2 weeks.
Yeah, we do play each other in 2 weeks.
That's got to be a game.
Let's go.
Are you going to do the whole Spurs thing again with this?
Yeah, but listen, the whole Spurs thing, there was an undercurrent underneath. I was saying we're probably going to get beat. But with you, I know we will beat you. Especially with Daishi, man. It is what it is. We'll see.
That's a fair point. I forgot it's fucking Dash. For 2 seconds, I thought my life was normal, and then you reminded me, Dash.
Give the guy a chance, man. Give the guy a chance.
So what happens if you lose to West Ham?
Then we're in trouble, aren't we? We know this.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble. Like, have you ever lost to West Ham?
Then Leeds
not had Lawless call you?
That's what's going to happen.
Sorry?
Have you ever lost to West Ham and not had Lawless call you?
I don't know. No, I didn't think we know. Listen, last time we were up, I didn't know Lawless like that.
Bro, if you lose, your phone won't stop ringing.
That's fine. Let him
be on that other end.
It's all good for the content. He needs something anyway, doesn't he? I think they've won 2 games at home in a year, so he needs something.
What am I talking about? I lost to West Ham.
Yes, you did. Their only win this season, you got slapped up 3-0.
No, that was sabotage. That was sabotage. I said it at the time that Nuno's going to end up at West Ham, and he was taking 3 points with him. Did you see that stat? West Ham have only been ahead against Nuno. Their own manager is the only team they've been ahead for at all this season. Crazy. Sabotage.
Who have you got this weekend?
All right. Yeah, who have you got?
Bournemouth.
Oh, you never beat Bournemouth. Ever. You never beat Bournemouth. Even in the Championship, you never beat Bournemouth.
Are you home or away, Wolfie?
I'm away.
You didn't watch them, Wolfie. You didn't watch them.
Yeah.
Superb. Me and the kids will tune into that. Superb.
So then you're going to get you kids to tune into that.
Yeah, it's superb.
Right, so now I know I can't swear subconsciously knowing your kids are watching. Thanks.
Yeah, because I basically tell them this is what happens in life when you make bad decisions. So,
I
brilliant.
might have to tune in as well, because I'm not playing till Sunday, so I'll be in London on Saturday. Might tune into Wolfie, see what's happening, because we know Bournemouth are going to win.
Yeah, you know
Big
what's
up to
annoying? I've got an
everyone.
under 15s match kicking off at 12, and I'm gonna have to cut early from that under 15s match to watch my team lose to
Oh.
Bournemouth. Like,
You might
Great
be allowed
day.
some of them under
Mate.
15s to join your team, Wolfie.
bro, they'd probably beat Bournemouth the way I've coached them.
Whoa, there we go. Look, let's come to Savran Jords, because I'm seeing a lot of Spurs fans getting the hump with Thomas Frank, and some are saying they need him out and they want him sacked, and Deji wants him gone, and they've seen enough of fossil football, and Tottenham are rubbish, and they shouldn't be that rubbish for the team they've got. I don't actually think Tottenham have been a shambles from what I can see in the league, but maybe they all thought Tottenham are going to come second or win the league. But in my opinion, I think it's incredibly harsh and a little bit too soon. But is that just me looking silly at it, Sava?
Mate, I did a video today. I said this is it's 2025 personified, isn't it? That you've got a manager who's had 13 games and lost 2, and the fan base want him out. I mean, what we might as well put managers on a 3-month contract. It's absolutely ridiculous. He's picked up a team. He's picked up a team that lost 26 games last season. That it was every week we were losing. We were conceding every week. We were an utter shambolic shit show. And you pick up a coach and say, right, go on, take some time, implement something, take time, let's have a year, get rid of some players, bring some new players in. And Dan, me and you have had this chat privately, like away from all the YouTube, the YouTube thing, as my man Hook says, away from all the YouTube thing. I've had this conversation before. We debated this a few weeks ago. I think we've got really poor midfielders. I don't think we've got good midfielders, and we've got awful forwards. I don't know what Spurs fans are expecting. I'm not sure how they're expecting we play good football when we don't have a left winger at the club. We don't have a striker at the club. We don't have a single ball playing midfielder. We've got everyone hyping up people like Bergvall and Sarr when they've done the square root of nothing.
Simons as well.
It's gonna, yes, look, Simmons has struggled. Simmons has struggled to adapt. He's going to take time to adjust. But I just feel like I just feel like no one wants to give anyone any time anymore to build and grow. And there were some stats I saw this morning, Dan, which are really interesting, right?
Yeah.
I see all the Spurs fans right now going, oh, it should have been Iriola. All right, well, listen, I'm not knocking any of these managers, by the way. I love Iriola. When Iriola took over Bournemouth, he didn't win for 9 games. Imagine he took over at Spurs and didn't win for his first 9 games. He'd be sacked, right? Glasner didn't win for his first 9 games. Imagine he took over at Spurs and he'd be sacked. Pochettino, who everyone loved, has the identical. Hang on, he's got the identical record to what Thomas Frank has got in his first 13 games, right? Arteta has got a worse record in his first 13 games than what Thomas Frank has got. Thomas Frank has got a better record than most of the managers who started at their new clubs. But you know what it is? It's because it's not free-flowing, tick-a-tack of football. It's never going to be. We don't have the footballers for it, Dan. I don't.
What was the expectation then, Sava, from these? What was their expectation then? This is what I don't get. Did they think you were going to be like unbeaten by now and be like 3 points clear? Like what?
I don't think a lot of these fans have expectations. I think a lot of these fans are just reactionary and they want.
I think it's the style. But listen, I've always said this. If you want to be a football team that have a lot of the football, have a lot of possession, buy a bloke in midfield who conducts and controls a game of football. Buy yourself a Wharton, buy yourself a Barella, a Stiller, a Gomez from Wolves, a Ruben Neves, buy yourself a Locatelli. Spurs have bought none of this. We've got a brilliant DM. I think everyone on the panel will probably agree. Paulinho is a brilliant DM, right? After that, Jordan and I had this round weeks ago. I don't think Bergvall's good yet. He's young. I don't think Gray's ready. Papasar runs around a lot, but he's not a good footballer. Bentoncourt, he's okay. Until we sort that out, until we get a left winger, until we get a proper centre forward who can hold the ball up, we are going to look very, very average. But we've lost 2 in 13 with 2 points off second, right? We're 1 point off the top 8 in the Champions League. It's, even someone said there, like Zubimendi, Rice, people like this that keep the ball moving, great passing. We don't have it. So I don't see the drama. I get it. Is it nice to watch? Dan, it's shit to watch. It's shit to watch. But everyone talks about
Should you have lost last night? Was you bad last night?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we should have been bad. Should have been absolutely hammered.
Actually, you cooked the shit out of them, man.
Class,
We talked about him all summer,
class.
Sav. The people don't know how good he is.
Mate, Wolfie, do you remember in the summer I said
Me and you were talking about it, saying, I want him, you want him. Yeah.
And I'm seeing the majority of the fans in my chat, in my channel, going, not good enough for
Don't
Spurs.
want
And
him.
I'm
I saw that. Man. I had him on. I don't know about 15
Yeah,
videos.
even George was saying he didn't want him. Yeah, George.
You're lying now, Wolfie. I
class.
don't have 15 videos on him for sure.
He
I
is
just
the
think-
next big
I'll
thing.
round it off. Let me just round it off. Listen, I just think, is it stylistically great to watch? No. But we're not losing many games. Are we being lucky? Yeah, but I'd rather be lucky than unlucky, right? And at the end of the day, I don't know how people think that a manager goes into a club that's finished 17th, lost 26 games, had their worst ever Premier League season, and then overnight we go, oh my God, we're amazing to watch. We don't lose games and we're in the top 2 or 3. I think it's mad. I think it's too mad for me. So
People have
that's where
gone
I'm
too
at.
quick. That's the biggest thing here. I think people are just going too quick. I think the out stuff
agree.
is generally, I'd say, like, it's just reactionary. I think a lot of fans are just doing the emotional thing, and clearly they can't control their emotions. So in the moment, oh, let's get the manager out. It doesn't make no sense. I think when you look at it from an objective point of view, he's started off with the foundations. We keep a lot of clean sheets. Like, if we were conceding a lot of goals and we weren't scoring goals, then it'd be an issue. But we've got the defensive side of the game down on lock. Now, yesterday it didn't look good. Naturally, when you change 2 of your back 4, it's going to have some problems, especially with Archie Gray in at left back, which I don't think he actually had a bad game. I think he done pretty decent. But I did still think they messed up a bit of the flow of the back line, with Van de Ven having to overcompensate down on the left-hand side. So Monaco deserved to win the game, but I don't necessarily think, like, watching all of our games, like, oh, it's been so terrible. Like, it's not been great on the eye, but I think when you look at some of the fundamentals, they're there. Defensively, we look really good. One of the biggest problems, and this is why I will call out Frank, has just been that midfield. I think Frank he's getting the system wrong in the midfield by playing Bentancur and Paulinho, who do the exact same job. Like, it's like looking at a mirror.
Who would you play there?
I'd have to throw Sarr or Bergwijn in there. Ideally, I'd go Sarr. And whether you think they're good enough or not, Sarr,
I don't know what Bergwijn does. I keep hearing.
I get your point, Saba, but I feel like for one, Bergwijn hasn't looked. He's not looked that good this season because he's been playing in the 10. So he's been playing a lot more forward, and I think he'd be better if he's deep with the ball. But also, I think you throw Sarr in there ultimately because I can't hear you, Hooks. I can't speak and listen at the same time, but you wouldn't know that. Let's try hard the next time. But what I was saying was Sarr would give you something different than Bentancur. Ultimately, that's the problem. Is when you.
But do you know the problem is he can't play though, George. George, this is the problem. Sarr. So again, if we're using the term footballer, Sarr's not a good footballer. Sarr's a good athlete. He breaks down play. He gets stuck in. But the moment the ball goes to Papa Sarr's feet, move over.
He's not reliable. There is times when we definitely need to
right? I'm not turning around, Jordan, saying I think Bentancur's great. But the one thing Bentancur will give you is he will put his foot on the ball. And even if he's passing it sideways, you're keeping possession. When I watch Sarr and Bergwijn play, it's too erratic.
You need more risk in there, though, Sava, because like I've seen a lot of people point out Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons has not been a problem in the squad. And I can sit there and say that when the last 2 games, his appearances haven't been impressive, but ultimately there's only so much you can do when he's not like a number 10 supposed to get a lot of touch on the ball. Like when you speak about Akalush yesterday, Wolfie, one of the things
you were twerking for this guy, man. You were twerking for this guy
because he's really good. He's a really good player.
He didn't want your boy. He didn't want Ezra. He didn't want Gibbs White. He wanted Xavi Simons.
And again, none of those players are doing that good. Morgan Gibbs White hasn't got.
Ezra got an assist.
Eze hasn't got a goal in the Premier League this season.
Ezra got an assist.
Ezra's 10 times the player he is.
So when we're talking about all these other players that you're talking about, neither of them are excelling, and neither of them are having.
Has Xavi Simons scored anywhere?
And Xavi Simons isn't either. But the problem with Xavi Simons and the difference is that Xavi Simons is coming into a team.
Anywhere.
Hooks, you ask a question and you keep speaking.
Has Simons scored anywhere?
Again, Xavi Simons, Eze scored against Port Vale. He scored against Port fucking Vale.
Anywhere?
Port Vale. You want to talk about goals against Port Vale? Anywhere.
Yeah, but George,
Again,
the problem
can't
is
be better than that.
Xavi isn't
No,
even
Xavi
looking
Simons'
good. He
problem
doesn't even look good.
ultimately it hasn't looked good because of the system. You're asking the number 10 to play in that position, but you haven't got players playing the ball into his feet. We also then have the problem of then when you want to play like we did yesterday, where you do the long ball and try to set up in a similar way Man United did against Liverpool, where you do the long ball and then you have your players sort of win that second ball.
mate.
There was nobody to win the second ball because the two midfielders were so deep. So again, the system is the problem as to why Xavi Simons isn't performing.
Do you hear how the Spurs fans are doing everything they can to blame everything apart from the manager?
Yeah,
And I blame the manager. Wait, Wolfie. If I'm blaming the system, who am I talking about? I'm blaming the manager for the midfield choice.
Say it. Don't indirectly call him out, man. Do a Deji.
I'm not going to do a Deji because I don't need to be so, let's get a clip. Frank out. I don't care about all of that. I don't care to do Frank out.
Let's get a clip.
But what we will say is that give Frank time. But Wolfie, you can do it because we know you love to do it for the clips ultimately. So we're going to see you say Sean Dyche in another week. We'll see it.
Can I just mention on that point, right? Loads of Spurs fans this last week have been going down this route of the Paulinho Bentancur pivot. It doesn't work, yada, yada, yada. Bentancur doesn't pass the ball forward enough. Got to get Bergvall in there, or Sarr or Gray. I did a show yesterday where I actually broke down all of our midfielders and their careers of how they pass the ball, where they pass the ball, etc. Bentancur passes the ball forward 10 times more than Bergvall and Sarr ever have done in their career on average. And this is the thing.
It's about 2 years long, so I don't really count.
No. Yeah, but that's why the word average is used.
Average,
right?
No, I get that. But if he's had a 2-year career, there's not much to build an average. That's the point.
No.
Average means.
But that's what average is. That's what an average is. Is that in his game?
I get across a certain time, but ultimately, if he's only played 2 years, there's not much.
You put in standard deviation as well.
Let me get there. Right. Problem is their game naturally. These other midfielders that people keep saying need to play in front of Bentancur, they're not passers of the football. So everyone who keeps saying, Bentancur don't pass forward, the others pass forward less than him. But what they do is they run. They run with the ball and they lose it. So people confuse that with a passer of a ball. This is why I said in the summer, and Jules, me and you read about this. This is why I said, when I'm looking at people like, I wanted Locatelli, I want a Conor Gallagher. We need something different in midfield. We don't have a good bunch of midfielders. And again, I think Spurs fans, for me, have gone well over the top with how good this selection is. And until we get in a proper number 8, I think we're going to struggle to control a lot of games of football. I really do.
Sava, you're right about a lot of things. Because that Conor Gallagher, I remember you two disagreeing on it. George was like turning his nose up at Conor Gallagher in the summer. Oh, it was beneath my club. But at the same time, Sava, what I find fascinating is one of the main reasons you wanted Thomas Frank. Huh?
The same Conor Gallagher that's not had a great start to the season. It hasn't.
He's better than the shit you've got in the 8, bro.
He's better than what we've got.
We keep saying this. You don't need someone to pass. You mentioned Sarr and Bergvall. They carry the ball. Yeah. You say with Arsenal's midfield, you have Zubimendi who passes it, you have Rice who carries it, you can have somebody in the middle that carries it. The problem is, and again, with the stat that I'm using, my point is that the averages are going to be low for those two players because they've been young, they're building. Then you can't compare to someone like Bentancur, who's been, he's like 27.
That's not what the word average means.
I know what average means, I'm not fucking stupid. But the point in my point is that the fact that it does matter because he's played 2 years professionally. He's had a season
and in those 2 years
season before that, so his average is going to be low because only his first 2 years.
No, that's not how averages work. That's not how.
If anything, the average works against Bentancur.
No, Sava, you keep saying how averages work.
More.
Everyone gets how averages work. That's not the point. But ultimately, he's only had 2 years, so the sample size is a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller. And what are you going to do with a 2-year sample size as opposed to a 10-year sample size?
I can't keep going over it. When you break down how Bergvall plays and how Sarr plays and how Bentancur plays throughout their careers, right? Doesn't matter how many minutes. When you break it down over the number of minutes, Bergvall is not a passer of the ball forward. But Bergvall doesn't pass forward at all. He runs with the ball. When you compare him to most midfielders in the Premier League, he's not a good passer of the football. Right? Now, people go, get off his back. He's young. I don't care about his age. You're in the first team at Tottenham Hotspur. if you are not delivering something, you shouldn't be in the first team yet. When people use the age argument, it's not me putting them in the team. If the argument for somebody when they don't play well is they're young, then don't play in the first team of a team at elite level football. So Bergvall, for me, could he be good in the future? Yeah, I think he's got some good attributes. For me at the moment, when I watch him play, though, I don't know what the others fit. I watch him play and I'm like, I don't know what you are. I don't know what you do. You run around a lot. And the stats...
You don't like young players, though, Sava. There's something...
Listen, I think if you're a young player and you're a good young player, but do you know what? When young players are good and ready, no one mentions their age. No one mentions, look how good...
You're good enough, you're old enough. Good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, exactly. And the problem is Spurs, we've got too many players that play, and the answer for everything is, oh, but Odegaard's young, he'll come good. But Tell's young, but Gray's young, but Bergvall's young. Don't buy them then.
I don't think you can
put them out on loan.
I don't think you can put them in the same bracket as Odegaard and Tell. Them two are whack. But Gray and Bergvall, they're clearly going to go further on.
Yeah, Gray, especially Gray, Archie Gray. Yeah, he's the up there. He's the... You man are ruining it.
We've not seen any evidence of that either. We'll see.
Yeah, but you played him in like 9 positions.
Yeah, he needs... Yeah.
Huh?
You played him in like 9 different positions, man. Left back yesterday, centre back last season, right back. Yeah, you know, the poor kid doesn't know what side of the pitch he's meant to be on at the moment.
But sometimes, look, I think it's very clear. Like you said, if you're good enough, you're old enough and so on. If he was good enough in one position, he'd be used in one position. I think he's been versatile. And sometimes players are used versatile because they're not that good in one position. He's very, if you've watched him in the midfield, I don't think he's ready to play midfield at this level. The only time he has started in the midfield.
He's a little skinny. He needs a bit of meat.
He's very small. He's not fit. And you can look at Bergvall, he's physically ready. And that's where I disagree. Like physically and so on, he looks ready. Just on the ball, he has some gripes, and I think the same with Sarr, but Archie Gray is just not physically there. And technically,
wait, which one's Bergvall? The blonde one?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, he's shit.
He'd start for you guys.
The thing is, no, he wouldn't.
He would.
The thing I want to ask you guys.
He don't start for Forest.
Oh, he doesn't start. What, he gets in the head of Douglas Luiz or Elliot Anderson? I mean,
Douglas Luiz didn't look any good last game, did he? He didn't look any good last game.
He did. But anyway, I want to ask you a genuine question, Saba. Because something you said about... Now, I'm being serious now for a minute. Let's be serious and talk football. Something you said about Thomas Frank, and one of the reasons you wanted him in was because he was a coach, because of the things he did with the likes of Mbeumo, with Tony, etc., etc.
You never rated him, though, did you?
I've never rated him, and, you know, it's Thomas Frankenstein with the way he plays. But just as a serious point, should you not be looking at some of these younger players and thinking... Where's the development so far with Thomas Frank? Have you seen improvement? Because it was one of your pros that you put in the Thomas Frank box. Do you get what I'm getting at?
I see what you're getting at. But you know when I said 2025 personified? I mean, we're 13 games into his tenure. I mean, how quick do you think people develop footballers?
No, but I want to see something within that. I'm saying, for example, on the left, he's using Odegaard a lot. Have you seen any
signs?
Was
good yesterday. Did you watch the game? Did you think
Odegaard was all right?
No, because you sit there and cook a guy, but then you sit there and said you watched the game.
I haven't cooked anyone. I haven't cooked anyone.
You're quick to say something bad about the players, but if you watch Odegaard,
I haven't said anything about Odegaard.
You was about to slight him. If you watch,
no, I wasn't. All right, here's what I was gonna. All right, tell me what I was gonna say. Go on.
You see an improvement. There has been an improvement. If you watch
from game 1 to now 13 games in, have you seen signs of an improvement in Odegaard to suggest that Thomas Frank has been working with him, that there is improvement coming?
No, that's the problem, Wolfie.
They're rating him, but have you seen signs within it?
I mean,
he's shite, man.
He's neat, he's tidy, but he's got no threat to him as a footballer. Like he's got the worst end product. Like, and this is throughout his career. If you look at his career, he's got no end product, like hardly any goals, any assists in his career.
He's that skinny Adama Traore.
The problem is, Wolfie, right? When you're at Brentford, no disrespect, especially when they're in the lower leagues, you can take the time to develop these players and bring them through. When you're at Tottenham and you're in the Champions League and we're expected to finish in European place in the league, we can't have all of these kids in one team going, go on, Frank, develop them all. It's you know, you've got to have better. That shouldn't be our first choice left winger. Should not be Wilson Odobert. The fact that we've allowed it to be Wilson Odobert is monumentally. It's a monumental failure. The fact that we've allowed our centre forwards to be Matisse Tell and Richarlison is just embarrassment, right? There's only so much a coach can do. And he's been here about 2.5 months, and we play every 3 days. Like, I don't know what it is we want to see in a player in 13 games to go, oh my God, he's turned him into Yamal. Like,
no, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying signs.
People will always choose to ignore as well. We actually have like 10 injuries right now to a lot of key players.
Oh, here we go, injury FC.
Here we go. Okay.
Oh, injuries.
So some of those injuries are to key players that massively improved this attack. So
yeah, you allowed injuries last season.
No. When Saka and Odegaard was out, I still had to win. I still had to win.
I think when you talk so much, it'd be hard.
No one that's out for you is more important than Saka or Odegaard.
Yeah, well, they are, because we have Kulusevski out, we have Maddison out, we have Solanke out. We have a lot of players,
and none of them are more important than Saka or Odegaard.
A lot of players. Well, they must be, because last season these players contributed to a trophy. Saka contributed to a trophy. Has Odegaard contributed to a trophy? I don't think so. I don't think either of them have contributed to trophies in recent. So I still had to win. But my point in mentioning the injuries is to say that we haven't even seen the best of what Frank can do with his best players. So I think a lot of people need to hold fire.
Isn't Maddison out all season?
Players back, because he doesn't have any natural goal scorers in the team. We generally don't. Solanke, Kulusevski, Maddison, you start to bring back. And Maddison's probably not going to be back this season, so I'd brush him. But especially Solanke and Kulusevski, you start to see goals in this team.
Do you rate Solanke, George?
Solanke's a good player, yeah, 100%.
Sab, do you rate Solanke?
He's
okay, isn't he? He's okay.
Listen, if you get to the age of 28 and you've had one good season in your career, he's all right. Do you know what it is? You know that, like when players become better when they don't play because it's out of sight, out of mind. Yes. Richarlison and Tell are so bad that they're making Solanke look like he's prime Harry Kane. Like it's like, oh my God, please Dominic, come back, because
I agree
of how bad those two are. But
I think this is the worst. Right. This is the worst Spurs attack I've seen. This is the worst Spurs attack I've seen ever.
Do you know when? Since 2001, Spurs had Raziak and Booth, right? That's 25 years ago. This is the worst selection
Andy Booth
I've ever seen at
the Sheffield Wednesday one. Was he from Sheffield?
Yeah.
That sounds disgraceful.
Do you know who else was shit? Do you remember Rebrov?
Sergei Rebrov.
Sergei Rebrov.
Wolfie, I'm not talking about since 2001. We've had.
Oh, you're talking as a unit. You're talking as a unit.
As a collective of forwards and wingers. Other than Kudos, all the others aren't good enough for Tottenham Hotspur. Not one of them.
So what is good about Tottenham? What is good? Because your keeper's shit, according to the Spurs fan base, even though he saved you yesterday.
He's a goalkeeper.
I don't know. Deji wants him lynched.
Deji says a lot of things.
Deji wants Frank out after 2 defeats.
That's standards. I hear where Deji's going. But look, I look, when I look at yours team, I see your 2 centre backs I think are good. I see your fullback, Spence. Obviously, I love Spence. And then I look at your midfield. I look at your midfield and I think, okay, what's his face? The Portuguese guy's name's just literally gone from my head. Who's the CDM? Paulinho. And then outside of that, I look at the rest of your attack. I think it's absolute jack shit.
Agreed.
Kudos flatters to deceive at times. I think Lawless is right. He does too much on the ball, probably because he doesn't trust the crap that's around him. Because you're almost playing with half a team.
He's got no one to link up with.
Yeah, that's my point.
Can I make an observation? Can I make an observation?
I'm not trying to play 4 games. Can we?
You want to compare Xavi to Eze, who's about 5 years older than him, by the way. You should have some shame.
Eze had 10 times.
Let Joe come in, man. Let Joe come in. Let Joe come in. Go on, Joe.
I hear a lot of the time that players aren't deemed good enough for Spurs from the Spurs fan base. Not from me, not from anyone else on the panel, from the Spurs fan base, yeah? This guy is not good enough for Spurs. This guy is not good enough for Spurs. Is it a case of maybe Spurs just ain't that good?
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I'm not trying to get. I'm not trying to trigger anyone. But when we hear Brennan
What
Johnson
players are you
not good
talking
enough,
about?
right? So Brennan Johnson not good enough for Spurs. Yeah,
That's very clear to see.
right.
not good
I
enough for
I
us
don't
at
think
all.
it's that clear. He won a trophy for you. He won that goal.
You won
Yeah?
a trophy, but Joe, look, come
Yeah.
on, man. You've watched the guy of your eyes. You know he probably wouldn't even start for you guys. Let's be honest. He's not
No,
that
Brennan
good.
Johnson
Johnson
last season,
would
no?
start for us. Trust me, he would start for us. Fucking
He's
hell.
not-
But
I get your point.
Well,
But
no,
Hang
but
on,
there is other players.
Hang on, but this is where we get. This is where we
But
get.
Sava, you've just mentioned one player, Kudus, who's good enough. Everyone else isn't good enough.
No,
for
no, no.
Spurs.
That's not, well, no. Hang
That's
on.
what you
I
said.
said
Kudus is the
I
only
said
In
one.
the attack.
in
In the attack.
in the attack. One
Right,
player.
okay,
that's
so
good
how
enough.
many players have you got in your attack? About 7, 8?
6.
And
So-
only one of them's good enough?
Brennan Johnson, Richarlison, Solanke, Tell, and Odegaard. I don't think they're good enough. Now, Mawani probably is if we can get the boy fit and actually see him have a run of games.
I mean,
That
just
would be
gone for a
brilliant.
holiday.
But those other 5 I mentioned, we can do the banter thing all day long about Spurs aren't that good.
No, I'm not bantering.
In
I'm
the-
saying
Hang on,
I hear it
okay,
a
but in the
lot.
last, okay, but in the last 20 years, we've made Europe in 18 of them and made 7 Champions Leagues. So when I'm saying that XYZ player isn't good enough for Spurs, those players are
So's Red Bull Salzburg.
What?
What?
So's Red Bull Salzburg. So's fucking, I don't know, Rapid Vienna. They make Europe. It doesn't automatically mean you're a great side.
No one said great. No, again, no one said the word great.
So what are
but-
you now, average?
But I mean, there's a lot of words between great.
Okay,
and
so what
average.
word are you then? If you're not great and you're not average, what word are you?
But
Good.
what do you mean? What are
Spursy.
we? What? Hang on.
Spursy.
But hang on. But when you say what are we, do you mean what are we right now with this squad, or what are we as a club? Like, what's the?
No. You're the one. Right. Okay. So basically,
I'm not the one that said what are Spurs. Spurs for me are a team with
we've
a lot
crashed
of
out
money.
one. We've crashed out one. Crash out 2 en route.
Spurs for me are a team with a lot of money that shouldn't be buying people like Brennan Johnson, Odegaard, Tell, Richie, and I can't sit and listen to anyone telling me those players are good enough for Tottenham Hotspur because none of you would want any of those players I mentioned in your squads. None of you.
Yeah, but before they came into Spurs, they weren't that bad.
Yeah.
What? Richarlison wasn't that bad before he came to Spurs. Brennan
Yeah, but you
Johnson,
said Everton.
65 million on him. 65
Tell.
million.
Odegaard.
Oh, no,
Sorry,
Tell, I agree with you. Tell's even shit on FIFA, bro. Like, Tell is
sorry.
dead.
Which one of those were you impressed with before they joined Tottenham?
Richarlison at Everton was good for the way they played. Brennan Johnson scored goals for Forest. In the system Forest played, he's good. He can't
But that
play in the
doesn't make
Spurs
you a good
system.
Player, does it? Like you can score goals in a particular system, but that doesn't make you an all-round good footballer, does it?
Can I
I'm
ask you
not,
a
I'm not
question,
saying he's the
Sava?
next Zidane.
Sava, can I ask you a question then?
Sure.
How many of your first 11 would you change? Goalkeeper? You come on, being honest, Vicario, you're not that big on. I think he's a bit of a bomb scare.
If I mean, yeah, Vicario, but that's not an emergency thing to do.
Right,
But
okay, so what's
in
an
general you said,
emergency
what do
for
I
you?
want to upgrade on. I want to upgrade on the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
We need a ball playing number 8 desperately. We need a top centre forward, and we need a top left winger.
Okay.
You need an
That-
8. You need an 8 as well, sir.
So
I
just
said-
4.
I said-
Just 4.
But
Just
when we say
4.
just the 4, I mean that's if we're going to look at an 11. But then behind that, you've got to start building a squad of players, haven't you? And what we've done is we've built a crash. We've
So
got
do
a
you
crash
think
full of-
it's fair to say you're overachieving then?
No, we finished 17th in the league last year. No,
No, but like what Frank's
No,
doing
right
now.
now.
Yeah,
Oh,
right now. you're
right now,
overachieving.
I would say we are probably overachieving or where we roughly should be.
That's
Yeah, to
why
be
I
fair
don't
to
get
Trevor,
why
Trevor's never
there's so
said
much
that, though.
issue. That's why I don't get why there's so
That's
much
the point.
issue.
That's
Jamie,
my
shall I
point.
tell
Tottenham
you
have been
why?
all right. I think Tottenham have
Jamie,
been all
shall I
right.
tell you why? I watched the Spurs game. Yeah, I'd had a long day.
Last point on
and
this, and we got to move. We're going,
Yeah.
Wolfie.
I hadn't slept much, but I ignored the Liverpool game because I knew if I put Spurs on, I would be able to get 90 minutes of sleep because they have gone back. I'm not even trolling here. They've gone back to playing like Conte. It is so boring to watch. It should be called Thomas Frankenstein, man. They are so boring to watch. And that's what I think the fan base, the Spurs fan base, are alluding to. Because if you're playing that boring football, you have to win. If you
Yeah.
don't win, it's not acceptable. That's
How
just
do you
the
play-
that's the
how do
black
you
and
play
white, the
exciting-
binary thing.
How do you play exciting attacking football then when you haven't got the attackers or a ball playing midfielder?
Ange ball,
You
mate.
did with
Ange ball.
Ange. You did with Ange.
Yeah, and lost 22 league games doing it. This is where football fans have to start using their common sense a bit more. If Spurs start trying to play like we did last year, we open up, we concede loads of goals, we lose every week, and then what do fans do? Go,
You might
Yeah,
win.
like-
You might
I
win
think
the
what-
Europa.
I
You
think
might win the Champions League.
I think
but
what
Joe,
Thomas Frank's
last
trying
year-
to do is repair the
Lo-
damage from last season. So he's been a
Right.
bit more cautious the way he's
Jamie,
playing.
have you heard what Frank said? Frank has come out and said a million times, the first thing I've got to do here is I've got to build a foundation. I've got to put a structure into place, and we have to stop leaking goals.
Yeah.
He does that, and the Spurs fans go, "Oh, but we want to play better football."
But it's not an overnight thing. This is the problem.
Of course it's
It's not
not.
an overnight thing. It takes
But
a while
that's
to
his
do.
identity. This is the thing. The ones that
No,
don't
it's
want Frank
not.
know it's his identity. He's not an attacking manager. If you're okay with that,
Brentford
cool. But
scored
if you're
the
not,
fourth most goals in the league last year.
okay, you can score goal. We scored 7 against Brighton. I'm talking in terms of philosophy. He's not an attack-minded philosophy manager, Sav. Scoring goals doesn't necessitate you have to be gun-ho football.
Sure, but you've got to have the players to be able to do it. You can't just expect them. Which
Sort of-
No,
midfielder-
you're missing my
have a better
point.
squad
I'm not
than you. I'm not
disagreeing
missing your
with you.
point. I'm not missing your point. I'm not missing.
Did
I get
Brentford have a
what
better
you're
squad
saying.
than you?
Who?
Brentford have a better squad than you then?
No, I'll tell you what Brentford have got though. What he has downgraded on is the forward line. Last year he's playing Wissa and Buemo, Damsgaard and Sharda.
Yeah, the
This
more
year,
explosive attack at Brentford than
crap like
Tottenham.
Tell,
Yeah.
Richarlison, Odegaard and Johnson.
That's
Like,
fair.
please watch. Sorry, Dan, I know you to move on. Please,
Yeah, go on.
when you
Last
next
point,
watch
go on.
Spurs, watch Tell, watch Odegaard, watch Johnson, watch Richarlison. They are awful footballers. They might grab a goal every now and then, but as technical footballers, the ball goes up front, bounces straight back because none of them hold on to it. When it goes out to Kudus, he kills it stone dead. He holds on to it. He can muscle players off the ball. And then as soon as he gives it to someone else, ball's been lost, back at our defence. God,
Just don't operate heavy machinery when watching them.
Quality. We need quality, man. We need quality.
All right, look, let's move to the last section, which is, of course, Arsenal and Liverpool. Let me ask Jamie and Cal this question before me and Hooks come in. What's your situation as Liverpool fans right now watching Arsenal? Looking pretty good, conceded 3 goals, battered Atletico Madrid. Even I'm smiling. Cal's noticed that I'm smiling. I'm never normally this confident and this convinced. But right now, it's looking good. I can't lie, bro.
Good team, man. You're a good team.
And I'm hoping that this is the year that we can finally do it and
Look,
get something across the line. But what are you saying,
I do
John
have
Jay?
This is what I talk about patience paying off. Yeah. How long's Arteta been at manager now at Arsenal?
5 years, 6 years. This is 6th year.
So
Phase 6.
the club have given him time to build the squad he wants, and it's paying off. Arsenal are a fantastic side right now. There's no doubt in that. You know, everything about your game right now is spot on. Your defence is probably the best in Europe. You got a great midfield. I think the attack. I'm still not as neutral, loving in the Arsenal attack, the front line, but yeah, you're a great side, and he's been given time to make that team what he in his vision what it is now, and he's got the players to do it. So I can't really say anything about you're a bloody good side right now. So they remind me of the George Graham side back in the day. That's what this Arsenal team reminds me of right now.
Can we press
reminds me of the George
Potsy a
Graham
little
team.
bit? We don't
Go
have
on.
to press Hooks, but we need to press Potsy.
I
Because
know
I
where
was
this is
I
going.
was saying this on a show yesterday, right? This guy, this manager, who everyone hammers, right, has taken a team that were finishing 8th, that were going nowhere, that had bad apples through it all the way through. And yes, it's taken a while, but name me a better squad in Europe than what Arsenal have right now.
Name me what he's won,
No.
Joe.
You wait. We'll get there. We're gonna get there, right? Name me
Will
a better
they?
defense. Name me a better defense in Europe than that Arsenal side. And I'm not even talking the first 4. You could change it to Ben White. You could change it to whoever you want at left back, Lewis-Skelly. You could change it to Mosquera, and I don't know, Kivior's not there anymore, but another centre back, and they'd still they'd still be a boss back four.
I'll tell you,
You're such a top
Joe,
gooner, bro.
My point
Joe,
is,
you'd make a very good Arsenal fan. You've even got glasses like Ty on now. I mean,
This
you
is
would
what
make
I'm
a very
saying.
good
That's what
Arsenal.
You
they're
look
there
sexy,
for.
Joe. You look sexy.
Thank you.
What I will say is,
But
you're
what's
absolutely
the Posse
right.
though, right? He's taken
No,
a
you're
team.
right.
You are now, for me, on form, the best team in world football.
Shut up.
Whoa.
Right now on form, they are. Right now on form,
PSG,
they are.
bro.
No one can chat to them. Right?
PSG, bro.
No, PSG.
Bayern.
One winning four.
Bayern.
One winning four.
Bayern.
On form right now. No one is better than Arsenal.
Bayern
Right now.
Munich as
Bayern
well.
Munich.
Bayern
Habibi.
Munich. Bayern Munich, Germany. Arsenal
You
play
can't
Bayern
do
Munich
that.
soon. Arsenal play Bayern Munich soon, don't they? Right. So my point is, this guy really, if we're being honest, has gone from taking this team 8th to a team, and I said this yesterday, I stand by it, that if they get a title over the time, we are going to see a period of domination. And when I say domination, I don't mean domination in winning, all the trophies, but every season they are going to win trophies. They are going to win trophies. And the hate for Arsenal, the hate for Arsenal is everywhere. I don't mind them, man. I like them. They saved me when
You're
the
top
90s.
gooner, bro.
We see
Yeah,
that.
I'm a top booner. It is what it is. But my point is, people need to start to deal with it now, because I know it's early days, but the way that everyone hates on Arsenal, you're going to have to get used to the idea that by the end of the season, come May, they might just have 1 or 2 trophies, and you're going to have to get used to that, because it's happening. It's happening. I'm sorry. Liverpool have dropped the ball. They just can't spend the money. They're just not that club. They're getting beat by Manchester United. Yeah, you can't. Liverpool can't spend money.
Joe,
Me, right?
8 games in, bro. We're doing this, Joe.
I'm doing it, Carl. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Joe.
I don't want to hear that from you, Cal.
Arsenal are the
I
boy.
don't want to hear that from you, Cal. I don't want to hear that from no Liverpool fan. Because when you were 5 out of 5, I wasn't hearing. It's only 5 games in. I wasn't hearing that. I was saying 5 out of 5.
This is why Arsenal fans get hate because of what Roxy's doing now.
5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. That's what I was hearing. Want to talk about Verts? No, 5 out of 5. He's not getting GA. 5 out of 5. I was hearing all of that. Salah, we talk about Salah. Oh no, 5 out of 5. You know what I mean? Should we talk about the last minute goals? No, 5 out of 5.
I got 5 on it.
You know what I mean? And then, funnily enough, all the stuff that you didn't want to talk about,
Thanks, high five.
Last minute goals, 5 out of 5. Then 3 out of 3 last minute goals.
Hold on. Is this what we're doing?
Wait, Hooks is 1 out of 1 now, Hooks. It's 1 out of 1.
Yeah. Harry Maguire. Yeah, man. Hold that.
Hooks, can I ask you a question as an Arsenal fan? Is it fair to say, right? Listen, as a Spurs fan, I'm worried about saying Arsenal. That's the biggest compliment I can give you guys. But is it fair to say why people are saying what they say is there's no doubt right now you're the best team in the country. There's no doubt you're the team that no one wants to play and you look formidable. Mm-hmm. But I think with a lot of people, it's that we've seen bits of this in the past couple of years where this hasn't translated to the second half of the season and getting over the line. So as much as you're like this now,
it hasn't translated to a trophy, Sava. Say it.
Yeah, bro. No, sure. But isn't it that a lot of people where their kind of hesitancy is to go that extra mile by saying, yeah, Arsenal will win it or win a Champions League or win a big trophy, is that they want to see this from Arsenal I don't, but people will want to see this from Arsenal in March and April, not in October. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, but do you know the thing is though? People say this a lot. Yeah, they use we haven't seen Arsenal do it before. Why now with what they have now? Will they do it this year? Okay, cool. But in the same breath, everyone will say Arsenal had holes last year. Arsenal had holes in the squad the year before.
I agree.
Arsenal had holes in the squad the year before that. And now this is the one season where every Arsenal fan, whether you're negative, positive, up, down, top, bottom, left, right, whatever gooner you are, you can all agree that every single hole in the squad has been filled. Like everyone actually says, before a ball was kicked, everybody said, even rivals, Arteta has no excuse to not win. Because
I don't agree, but the point is they still want to see that what you're doing in October, you can do in
Yeah, but the point.
April,
Yeah, but the thing is, the point
May.
doesn't make sense. The point
Do you know
doesn't
what I
make
mean?
sense
April,
because the point doesn't make sense because what
And of
you're
course it
seeing
does. We've
Arsenal
not
do
seen it
now is doing because of the squad that they have built up to this point.
Sure.
So it doesn't make
I'm not
sense.
knocking.
Like,
I'm
this
not
is like,
knocking off. I understand that people will want to see that this isn't.
course they will.
How many times in years gone by? Not with Arsenal, with loads of teams, people start pronouncing in September and October of the year before that. God, this team, they're unbeatable. They're winning the league. They're winning a quad. They're winning a
Spurs
treble.
fans.
That's
then-
Liverpool
And-
fans quad.
And then as it
Liverpool.
progresses throughout
Have I
the
done
season,
something to you, Joe? What are you doing?
Cal doesn't
That
like
was
being
right,
back
though.
at this
That was
level,
right.
man. Does he? He wants that
Me
rope
and
back
Joe
on,
never had
yeah?
a beef. Me and Joe never. We ain't even played lead yet.
Beef had started.
We ain't even played lead.
Are you worried, Cal? Cal, are you worried, Cal? Are you worried?
Not yet. Not yet.
Worried
What's that
about
mean?
what Arsenal?
What's that mean? Go on.
Because I need to see Liverpool go through it. For me to be worried, Liverpool have to go through or continue going through bad form in the Prem, and Arsenal have to sustain it. For me, at the moment, what is it? 4 points after 8 games? I can't sit here and say
sorry. It's actually a 9-point swing because you was 5 points.
No,
ahead.
no, I know it's
Correct.
no, but right now you're 4 points ahead of us. You're not 9 points ahead of us.
Technically 5. I
saying
think
it
they
was
have
a
the better
9-point.
goal difference.
Yeah, look,
5.
I think Arsenal got to clean up.
I
this
get it,
season.
Wolfie. You got to support someone that's winning, innit? I get it.
I think
It ain't
Liverpool
going to be
got-
Liverpool, bro, is it?
I
Listen to
think-
Jamie. Listen
I
to
think-
Jamie.
I
Listen to
think-
Jamie.
Jamie.
Listen to Jamie. What are you saying, Jay? Go on,
I
Jay.
think Liverpool. I think Arsenal will go win the Premier League and Champions League this season.
Hey, yes,
Whoa.
You're on my
Jamie.
way. Hey, let's
Because
go.
the reason
You know
I say that,
if Arteta does that, yeah, Dan, I want you on here with a T-shirt on with
Listen.
Arteta's face on, saying,
Whatever
"I'm
you
sorry."
want, I'll do. If
I'm
he does
sorry.
that,
On
if he
your
does
knees.
that, I'll do whatever, Joe. Whatever, Joe.
the reason I say that
Sorry.
the Premier League,
Pause.
the Premier
Go on,
League,
Jay.
look, it is between obviously 3 teams. Yeah, Liverpool
2.
are not in that form right now, and they can't probably get there at this moment in time. I don't know with City. I think City have still got quite a weak underbelly. I think you can still get at them and score goals against them, especially if Haaland's off a bit of form. With Arsenal right now, look, I'd be shameless to admit it. I don't hate it. It kills me doing this, but they're probably the most complete team in the league right now.
In,
Right.
in Europe, Jamie.
The only thing I would say about Champions League, right, the reason I say they might do well in the Champions League and go and win it, because I look at Arsenal right now in Europe over a 2-legged game. How many goals are they really going to concede against a lot of these teams in 2 legs? And if they might be the only team in Europe right now to be able to win 1-0 over 2 legs. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I look at it right now. But that looks at how it looks right now in October. Once we get to January, February time, it might look different. Yeah, and we talk about it again then. But looking at it now, that's how it unfortunately looks, and that's same from a Liverpool fan.
Jamie,
Only
I
got to
thought
be
you
honest.
didn't do the YouTube thing, Jamie.
No, I'm just being honest, man.
Doing the
I'm just
YouTube
being
thing
honest.
here, man.
He's
No,
being
I'm
It's
honest.
just-
October, and you've
I
given them
literally-
both the majors.
I'm just being honest. You know, I'm
Yeah,
not doing any of this bullshitting or anything like that. I'm just being honest with myself
Yeah.
right now. And
So
they're a
you
good side
think
right now.
they
But
beat?
come January, February time, it might not be the same. I'm talking about where we are right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Where we are.
I wish more rivals and Arsenal fans would be a bit more honest instead of whenever Arsenal do good. Oh, but Arteta's your manager. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like the default. Oh, it's Arteta though. Like, thank you. I appreciate the honesty, Jamie.
So Hooks, do you share his prediction?
So by the way, I got ahead. I got a shoot. I got a stream now. So yeah.
You see, he wishes more people were like Jamie, and he can't be like Jamie.
I'm smarter than saying you get me to you.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
smarter
So
than
why
that.
did you ask and just wish for more people
Yeah.
to be like Jamie, including Arsenal fans? You said, are you an
yeah,
Arsenal fan?
I wish for more people to just be honest. All I want in life is a bit of honesty.
So give us your honesty. In your honest opinion, do you agree with Jamie?
Agendas and narratives, which is what
There's no agenda. I just want to know my mate's opinion.
I've got to write a novel. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you literally dug your own grave.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so
Arsenal
answer
this
the
season
question.
are leaving with something. They're leaving with something.
Now, don't let him off the hook, Joe. Do you agree with Jamie? Do you agree with Jamie?
Do I agree with Jamie? How about that? How about this shit?
Who's Jamie? I don't know. Excuse me.
How about
the legend, the artist formerly known as Jamie. Do you agree with him?
How about this, Wolfie? I only answer questions to people in the top half of the table. How about that?
Okay, cool.
All right.
All right, Jamie, ask him.
Hooks,
How about
do
that?
you agree with me?
Do you know what?
Agree with me?
All right, cool. Fairs. Everyone, okay, everybody wants to get it out of me. Okay, by the way, that might be a pause. I don't know. I actually disagree with Jamie, but the reason why I disagree with Jamie is because I think Arsenal's winning the treble. Hold that.
Whoa!
Bomba!
Hold that.
Bomba!
Hold that.
He's gone early.
Sam, 1 hour 14 and 20 seconds.
Hold all of that. Yeah. All of that. Yeah. Everything. You know, all of that. Yeah. I know the celebrations. Do you know what I'm saying? You get it? Because look, I'll say it again.
How many times have you seen that celebration?
I'll say it again. Yeah. I'll say it again.
1 hour 14, 20.
Wait. Sorry. Yeah, nearly forgot. I'll say it again. Yeah. And I've been saying this for ages. Yeah, I've been saying this for ages. It's not even about. It's
Hold on, Cal. Were you there? Were you there, Cal?
Cal's missed it.
No, for what?
Don't worry. He'll find out. He'll find out in about 2 minutes.
Hooks, just to catch you up. Jamie said he thinks that Arsenal will do the major double.
What the?
Hold on, Cal. It gets better. We then asked Hooks. Hold on, Cal. Let me catch you up. We then asked Hooks, does he agree with Jamie? After a bit of he said Arsenal are doing the treble.
So hear me out. Yeah, hear me out. There's a reason why I've been very. You know, I've said this a lot. Yeah, I've said this a lot. It's not even about I don't know who beats me. It's not even about I don't know.
You got dragged in, Hooks. I thought you were better than that.
No. I ain't been dragged in.
Wait, Hooks, can you just confirm the treble? You doing a Liverpool treble or the real treble?
The real one.
Real, okay.
We're increasing our gap on Man United with FA Cup. Don't worry about that. But the thing is, yeah, I'm looking.
Also, right now, I think you break Chelsea's 15-goal record as well.
Okay, cool. I would love to say all the things that are nang that Arsenal could do this season. I would love to do it, but the thing is, yeah, there's a difference between me and you, Jamie. Yeah, you won't get cooked if it don't happen. Yeah, so let's not try and get all of the things out from Hooks in one stream. So there's bare clips and all them things there. But all I'm gonna say is I am not an Arsenal fan. Yeah, who cares?
Are you not?
Say online. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care if like it's deluded to say things like this. Yeah, I speak from here. Yeah, and here before anyone.
Nah, not here, bro.
Yeah, but a lot of it comes from here. Yeah,
all of it.
I wear here on my sleeve. Yeah,
no, Hooks. A lot of it comes from here, man. Your ass.
Yeah. You're funny. Yeah, where are you on the table?
What have you won?
How many games you won this season?
What have you won?
I'm just curious. How many games you won?
What have you won?
They won one. They've won one, Hooks.
Wait, I've kept more clean sheets in the Premier League than you have wins.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end up with probably more silverware than you.
Wait, do you know what's crazy? Do you know what's actually crazy? Yeah, I've just about conceded more goals than you've got wins.
Okay, but is that going to bring you the trophies?
Wait. How dare you ask me about trophies?
I know, because you don't know what they are. I hear it. What have you seen in the last 5 years? What have you seen? I've seen more trophies in the last 5 years than you have, bro. What are you talking about?
Pardon?
How?
I've had more trophies in the last 5 years than you have.
Wait. Tell me what the trophy is. Tell me what the trophy is. Wait. What's the trophy, Wolfie?
Playoff final trophy, bro. Most expensive trophy.
Playoff final trophy. Wait, and we'll leave. Well, I'm sorry.
And what did you lift? What did you lift in the last 5 years? Did you even lift an Emirates Cup?
I'm sorry that Arsenal will never ever be able to win a playoff final trophy.
Well, you said you wanted Arsenal relegated, bro.
I can't believe that you're sitting here. You're actually sitting here.
Yeah, it's crazy that I can flex a playoff trophy to your 0 trophies. That's what I can do.
You're sitting here, yeah.
That's what's crazy right now. You can't argue it back because you ain't seen a single armpit, let alone armpit hair, bro. 5 years of nothing.
I know you love your voice, but you're gonna have to relax. I can't believe.
I know you love my voice.
Here, yeah, on big football's 12-man podcast, yeah, over 1,000 people watching. The video is probably gonna go to 50-60K, saying that you're bigging up a trophy that you win through not finishing first in the league.
Correct. And what trophy have you lifted in the last 5 years from wherever you finished in the league?
And you're moving mad. You're actually moving
You
mad.
just can't answer the question. Which
You're
trophy
moving
have
mad.
you lifted in the last 5
Well,
years? Which trophy?
Well, sorry, Wolfie. I
Well.
But you got my number. You can also we go on Wednesday, so you can ask me whatever you want. I know you're not because you're going to lose this weekend.
Now I'm asking you now. What trophy have you lifted in the last 5 years?
In the last 5 years? Wait,
Yeah.
so
keep thinking. Wait, Emirates
wait.
Cup, Asia Cup, Audi Cup, any of them?
I don't think we've won anything apart from some shields.
There you go. So hold that.
But do you want to look at your trophy cabinet and mine?
Okay, cool. Let's have a look. How many European Cups have you got in your trophy cabinet? And that does it. My beautiful 2 stars every time to the rescue.
He's done, man. He's done. Look, I know, Cal, you've got to go and join as well. Hooks, I guess you do the show. But I wanted to quickly get your thoughts.
Okay, because he said a lot of things today. I'm going to just make sure.
Cal, please do not let him off the treble. Please, Cal.
Yeah, I mean, that is a wild one. That is a
Joe,
wild one.
I'm watching you, Joe, by the way. Like,
Watch Jamie. Jamie thinks they're doing the major double, bro. That's it.
Me and Jamie will speak offline. We don't really air our dirty laundry in public. We'll speak offline.
Big up, Cal. Legend, man. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Brothers. Nice one. Wolfie, I'll see you on Saturday. Nice
Come on, bro.
What are we doing on Saturday?
I'm watching your watch along.
Sunday, bro. Sunday.
Love it. Look, let's do these supers and then we'll get out of here. Josh says, if we played like Ange from last season, we'll be as open as a woman in labour. We desperately need a Visser and Tony type of quality in January. I wonder if you'll go for Tony. There was some rumours.
Right now,
that's who I
tighter
want.
than a snare drum.
Yeah, Ivan Tony, that would be a brilliant signing, man. Absolutely brilliant signing. He also says the same Hooks that said stars are aligning last year. Look, the treble is a mad claim after beating Atletico by 4, but this is Hooks. This is what Hooks does.
Well, he has downgraded pods. He said the quad last year, so
he did say the quad last year. So now it's the treble this year. I mean, we've got to win it. We've got to win a trophy this year, boys, haven't we? I mean, crikey, that is like the squad is too good, really. I mean, not to, surely. Even if it's a domestic one, I know people will say that's not enough, but I'd take that, man. Unless Wolfie's clearly made clear. I'm starving over here, boys, right? It's been 5 years without an FA Cup, and I'm not used to not winning. So give me anything, man. Just give me anything. And even the Carabao Cup, people laugh at that. That then gives you winning mentality to go and live something else in May. So I do want to take that seriously as well, personally. I just want trophies, man. That's what I'm about. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm confident at the moment with the way we're playing, but I have been here before. I have been here before with a similar team and a similar manager, or the same manager. And I need to be convinced. And like Joe says, if we win a Champions League and a Premier League, there'll be serious humble pie eating, bowing down to the manager, apologising for any ever doubting him. But he's got to do that.
So you are Arteta out or in right now?
Oh, you've got to be one, haven't you? You can never be either or the other. I'm Arteta out until he can give me a Champions League or a Premier League. How's that?
So you'd be happy for them to sack him today?
It depends who we get, doesn't it? So if Luis Enrique becomes available, I'm taking him. Or if Hansi Flick or one of those.
Forget who's available. If the Crunkies called you,
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because there's no one available that can do a better job than him right now. That's available. But if, for example, Luis Enrique says I want to part ways with PSG, then I would replace him. Yeah, because why wouldn't you? The CV's there.
Xavi's available.
We have been here before.
Zidane.
We have been here before. Zidane, if he wanted to, he'd come then, yeah, but he doesn't want to come. Apparently, doesn't want to come England, from what we understand. I wouldn't take Xavi Hernandez. I wouldn't take like a Cesc Fabregas.
There's got to be a reason why Zidane is not taking jobs, and I mean this for the best for France. No, but he had the squad available to him at Real Madrid. Is he?
Shut up, bro. He's the greatest player of all time and the greatest manager of all time.
No, but is he
I'm not here.
Good? Have we seen
neither of those two things are true.
He's neither of them. Yeah,
in my lifetime, he's the greatest player of all time and the greatest manager.
He's one of. He's lifetime.
Iniesta was better than
you've lived through an era of the real Ronaldo, the other Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Ronaldinho.
Zidane's the greatest player I have ever seen. It goes Zidane, then Henry, then R9.
End the show,
or maybe
Dan.
R9,
End
then
the show,
R9.
Dan. End the show, Dan. End the show. Come on.
I must admit, I love Wolfie, and I love Zidane, but he is no Messi. Messi is the best ever for me. So
Zidane's not even better than Iniesta.
Shut up, bro.
I think he was, but I agree that he wasn't the best ever.
Iniesta,
Not the best ever. It's just
Remember,
Zidane's
I'm only
quality.
23, so.
Yeah, Zidane, the manager, again,
23, did you just?
it's yet to be proven. It's yet to be proven what that guy can do for me. Everyone talks about Zidane, but
Proven he won the Champions League, he won La
with
Liga.
Real Madrid, bro. With Real Madrid, with
He's not going to win it with
I'm with
Stoke
Joe.
City, is he?
I need to see him
With
go
that
somewhere
team.
else. I need to see him go somewhere else and repeat.
Yes.
I need to listen because people always knock Pep for that. Pep goes to the
Yes,
big club
and done it,
and regularly wins.
No.
I need to see Zidane rock up at Arsenal.
Yeah,
I don't know.
PSG, anywhere.
Are we saying we don't really know how good of a manager Zidane is?
Exactly, but everyone talks like he's a get Zidane.
Yeah, I know. He only won that shitty Champions League, man. What an idiot. Man.
No, all right,
when
bro.
did he
There's
last
been
manage
shit,
though,
man.
right?
Do you know what? Roberto Di Matteo's got a Champions League on his record, has he not?
So,
Yeah.
Right? Does that make him a great manager?
Yeah,
Makes him
bring
a
back
good
Di
manager.
Matteo.
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
the
He got
Arsenal
sacked
manager.
at West Brom. Come on now. He had CR7. He had Varane at his peak. All
Zidane's
these
win
players.
percentage is the best win percentage in world football.
Did he have
Oh,
Bale
right, okay.
and Benzema and Ronaldo?
He had them all, man. He had them all,
and
didn't he?
Cruz and Modric.
Because
and,
his name attracts those kind of players.
Sure, I agree with Joe. I want to see. For me, I can't remember when he last managed. It feels like it's been years. I want to see him. I want to see him go to another club and.
And there's a reason for that, Sava. There's a reason why
He
he's not
doesn't
getting
need to
jobs.
prove anything to you or Sava, bro. This is a guy who's won the World Cup, the Euros, the Champions League, the La Liga, Serie A. He's got a Ballon d'Or. He's got absolutely
You just
everything
stick
as
to
player
Dyche,
and
bro,
manager.
Okay, you stick to Sean Dyche, mate. We'll talk about managers. You stick
Oh,
to-
don't, why you gotta bring
just
it
put-
back?
I'm
Why
just
you gotta bring
saying,
it back
I'm
to
just
earth,
put a
man?
poll.
Let me relive my childhood, man.
I've just put a poll in the chat, right? And I've said who was better out of the four players are Zidane, Iniesta, Ronaldinho, Xavi. At the moment, Ronaldinho is winning with 54%, Zidane at 29%, Iniesta at 11%, Xavi at 6%.
Okay, that's
Everyone loves
disingenuous because I
Ronaldinho.
said best player and manager.
I actually think Zidane was better than Ronaldinho. That might be an unpopular opinion, but I love Ronaldinho, by the way. But Zidane, for me, was much better at running a game than Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho was by far more technically gifted than anyone I've seen. However, Zidane, one of the best, man, I've ever seen. Ridiculous.
Can we agree that era of football, those
Was the
players,
best era.
we will not
best
see
era.
them again. Like this younger generation do not know what they missed when we were spoiled for choice. R9,
You can't have
Ronaldinho.
Mavericks in
Even
today's game.
Danielson was decent. Even Danielson, man.
You can't
They-
have
Rivaldo.
Mavericks in
would-
today's game.
Yeah. Could you imagine trying to put them players into a system now?
Yeah, exactly.
Totti would be the best
Can't.
player in the world in this day and age.
Yeah. The way it is now.
Nowadays, people are trying to compare Bellingham to Foden. I mean, come on.
Remember when
It's crazy,
Bolton
really.
had? Remember when Bolton had Julkaev and Okocha?
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
and
remember
Campo.
that.
Campo
Ivan
and
Campo.
Campo.
Ivan Campo, yeah. I'm sure they had Hierro at one stage as well.
There's a
Yeah,
hero.
they did.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Was
It's
Sam
crazy.
Allardyce managing them at the time?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I think Bolton finished 5th that year, didn't they? If I remember rightly. So,
could you imagine his
They were
instructions
mad.
to
It's like
JJ, man?
2005 or 6
And that's
or
what
something.
Sean Dyche is going to recreate at Forest.
Hey,
Middlesbrough-
I get to see Dyche ball in 2 hours, mate. I can't wait.
Middlesbrough-
I think we're all going to watch
Middlesbrough
Dyche
had
for the
Ravanelli.
2 hours, mate.
I'm going to
Middlesbrough
watch.
had Ravanelli and Jorginho.
I
I'll
like
pick those.
Forest again, though, by the way, guys. I'm now firmly back on 2. I can like Forest and want them to win games again. I'm back. I'm back with your club,
Well,
Wolfie.
let's
I'm-
quick-
We get it.
quickly-
You hate Postecoglou, bro. I hear it.
Quickly, because we do need to wrap because Joe's got a show. But just quickly, are you winning tonight?
I got no idea.
Porto.
I'm not.
Porto
Is it
at
home or
Yeah,
away?
give you-
Porto are the best team in Europe right now. They played 11 games, won 10 and drawn 1.
I think Porto
They've
terrible.
scored
away from home,
27 goals and conceded 2. Right, so yeah, I'll let you do your maths from that.
I think Porto meant to be useless away from home in Europe, though.
I watched them the other week and they were really poor. They nicked a goal, but they were really poor. I think Dyche ball wins 2-0. There you go. Go on, Dyche.
Really?
I'll go 0-0.
Yeah.
I'll go 0-0.
Yeah, go on,
Nil
Dyche.
nil
be a
sounds
great
more
result.
realistic with
That'd be a
Dyche.
great result.
I'm team
I'll go
Dyche.
0-0
And I
and
want it
Dyche
to
will
be 2
celebrate it.
corners. 2 headers
You
from a
got- yeah.
corner.
I'm just gonna have to find a way to stay
Jakob
awake.
Kiwior at the back, mate. Jakob Kiwior
Yeah,
at the back.
Kiwior's playing. And that's what's that Southampton defender called? Bentereg.
Oh,
Oh,
Benjamin.
Benterak.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Bentereg.
their other centre back. And they've only conceded 2 goals with that pairing.
I am surprised no one's gone for Gareth Southgate, man.
I'd have taken
Green and
Southgate.
Joe wants him. If Daniel
He's waiting
Farke
for the
goes,
Arsenal release.
Joe loves Southgate, mate. Joe
Nah,
would
not
take
a club
Southgate and
manager.
Leeds.
Not a club manager.
100%.
But do you know where he lives? He lives in Harrogate, man. He's a Yorkshire-based guy, so
There
yeah,
you go.
you never know.
There you go.
never
Guess
know.
where Daesh lived?
Go on.
Nottingham, man. Why do you think I've ended up
Yeah.
with him? So
He's
you
one of
got
your own,
Southgate
that's why.
incoming, man.
He's part of the Brian Clough dynasty, man. He's one of your own, man.
I can't believe they're spinning that narrative, man.
It's crazy. Listen, people, we're going to wrap up. Joe's got a show. We're going to send you over there. We're going to redirect you to history. And what you got coming up, Joe?
Yeah, we're just talking about West Ham and that game tomorrow and our issues in front of goal. And who's to blame, man?
DCL. Make sure you go follow Just Joe. Make sure you're following Jamie Football's chats as well. Make sure you're following Sava on Football Heritage TV and, of course, Wolfie on Forest Fan TV.
No, don't follow me because they're all coming
subscribe.
tonight when I'm losing. I don't want.
Make sure you follow Wolfie and you watch his watch along when they lose to Porto tonight. Well done for reminding me, Wolfie. And we will see you next time, people. We're out of here. Laters.